The air is cool, the ground wet, an inconvenience, sure, but you're outdoors. The rain breathes life into this lush forest. Walking keeps you warm. A good jacket keeps you dry.
It's a new environment, it's a new viewpoint, and it's an experience that you don't get any other time.
It's a rainy day for a hike in the Highlands, but I'm not going to complain, and neither is Marnie. She's just happy to be here.
Cartoonist Frank Clark said that if you can find a path with no obstacles, it probably doesn't lead anywhere. I can tell you that with the help of Power to Be and this trail rider, Marnie's going places.
There's times where you'd like to do things, and you just physically can't. In my heart, I want to go there, but my body won't let me.
Here we go.
Power to Be is a non-profit agency with 17 staff and countless volunteers that bring people with barriers and disabilities outdoors any way they can.
By providing inclusive, accessible recreation. So it's a question of unleashing ability and creating inspiration in that person's life.
Over the past 15 years, Power to Be has helped over 800 people access the outdoors. This program is called Adaptive Recreation. This chair design helped people climb Mount Everest. Marnie suffers from debilitating arthritis. When she was 8 years old, she could barely walk 3 steps. Her father says not being able to walk in the woods with her was heartbreaking, until now.
We see over the years so many kids. They're in wheelchairs and they sit in a car and they look out, or they sit on a bench. They don't get to participate. Today, it's about participation. You know, people like her should be able to get out and enjoy the things you and I do.
For a person with a disability, you spend a lot of time managing your health care. So you see, your house, you see the view of a doctor's office. And when you get out inside nature and you see the trees and you look at the flowers, you see a whole different viewpoint, all different scenery. And for me, it decreases my pain, it allows me to sleep better, and improves my quality of life tenfold.
For a lot of the participants that we serve, they don't have access the way that we do to experience a kayak or to experience rock climbing or experiencing a day hike. And there's a certain power and there's a freedom that we experience in nature that is very empowering and is very inspiring, and that's what we're ultimately trying to achieve.
But Kevin says programs like this can't happen without volunteers.
The fact that they're trained volunteers and they're people that care and they support you and they want to have it be as enriching experience for you as possible, and that your family and friends can come along too. It's a really big deal because it creates that experience that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Someone once said that nobody trips over mountains. It's the small pebble that causes you to stumble. Pass all the pebbles in your path and you'll find you've crossed the mountain. Power to Be is breaking barriers, one stone at a time.
It's not so much us creating inspiration for the people that are coming out and experiencing these programs. We actually derive a lot of inspiration from them and seeing their tenacity to push through and climb their own personal mountains and to experience nature in their own terms.
Power to Be basically breaks down those barriers for me and allows me to find ways to make those things happen, which I just so appreciate. It means so much to me.